Maybe there's a metaphor in the lighting and the shadows that, yeah, shadows, we've all got them. Sometimes we see them more than other times. Anyways, today, what I want to do is a ritual. A ritual for loving ourselves, for making fuck with ourselves, and why not do something? Let me see. Is music a possibility? I think that it might be. Play music and do whatever feels aligned, including treating ourselves to wearing special magical jewelry. Oh, ah, ah, oof, oh, yes. Yeah, I feel like if this had been about let me see. I wanted to check the date, but I just remembered. It's been over a month since I've moved, and moving, I didn't realize at the time would be a blessing, but now I can tell that I am so lucky to be I'm so lucky to be here and to be out of my previous home where I didn't feel like my food was safe from tampering. And I don't want to go too much into it in this moment. I want to celebrate making it here. Celebrate prioritizing safety, pleasure, love, and it was a difficult move. The cost of living is much greater in this home than in my previous address, and psychologically that was a difficult thing to do. However, I'm proud of myself for taking this leap of faith and not staying stuck in an environment where I couldn't feel safe. And when I spoke about that, I was the problem. I was victimizing myself. That's what I was accused of. When I tried to be so gentle with my concerns after finding that spiky object in my food. And in this weird way, the spiky object brought me to be here with you, and I can speak more freely now, and I have some space from that situation, and I have the ability to sing, to make up songs, and to sing my heart out in a way that I couldn't do in that environment without annoying people. And I want to sing a song of gratitude and singing, music, movement has been nourishing during this time where I've been trying to get support after some really difficult experiences. Even since moving here, there's been some quite difficult experiences. And I've asked for emotional support, and unfortunately, I haven't received what I needed from other people. But I'm realizing that it's quite difficult to find nourishing, effective, emotional support even when people are really trying to be there. Sometimes other people's idea of what's emotionally supportive or what's empathetic is not experienced as empathy when we're going through difficult times. And I'm trying to give myself what I need and to set boundaries when it becomes clear that other people aren't able to hold space for my struggles when I need that type of tender space holding. And it's disappointing when there is that gap between what we need and what other people can show up for or have the skills and capacity to hold space for. And I thought that if I did some research and found resources to help bridge that gap, that it would change things, but it hasn't. And so I need to give myself that support that I was hoping to receive, but I guess life is like that sometimes. I do want this to be a nourishing experience for our bodies to make the most of this moment. I want to invite you to go on a journey, to do whatever feels nourishing and aligned for this moment. And I feel like a part of me wants to share a pleasure practice with you and to do some parallel play in a sexy way. And then a part of me wants to invite you to do that on your own. I suppose there can just be options, and you can choose your own adventure. And it could be solo, or it could be less solo. And yeah, you choose how you want to approach pleasure and touch and energy. Yeah. And celebrating our bodies. I've spent so much of my life feeling disconnected from my body, and I don't want to feel like that anymore. And having these chats with the intention of loving ourselves and pleasuring ourselves and feeling our magic feels nourishing and transformative and healing. And I am so grateful to be able to share this with you. Would you like to join me in a ritual of pleasure and holistic, sex-positive, full body nourishment? Optional nut butter. Okay, let me adjust this. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Okay. Let me see if we can have some music. Oh, lost the music. But I could start again if we want to